going to be talking about the IMG Residency Match Application Accelerator. If you're joining on the replay, definitely click like, click share, drop any questions that you have in the comments below. And if you're here on the live broadcast, welcome. So, what is the IMG Residency Match Application Accelerator, and is it right for you? So the IMG Residency Match Application Accelerator was created for ambitious IMGs. So you are applying to residency and you're an IMG and you're looking to match into your top specialty. This is for you. The accelerator is designed to help you create an application that stands out. And of course, this is with the goal of helping you match. So you create an application that stands out so you have the best possible odds of matching. So are you an IMG, are you an ambitious, tongue twister, are you an ambitious IMG? You're applying to match 2021 and you want to submit an application that stands out and gives you the best possible odds of matching, then the IMG Application Accelerator is for you. So I've been working with IMGs for 6 years, in the field of admissions for 12, or is it 13, math? Anyway, I've been working with IMGs for 6 years now, and I decided to create the IMG Application Accelerator. It's premium personalized support, and I've decided to do this, and I mean, it's a Saturday night, so maybe the excitement isn't bouncing off of me, but I'm definitely excited about it. And the reason for this is that this is coming, and this service is coming out of serving so many people over the 6 years and seeing a couple of things. The first thing actually being just how much IMGs struggle to make themselves memorable in the application process, and this is even for IMGs who have so much to offer. There is so much that they have to offer to a program, but even for people who have that kind of profile, it can be a serious struggle to get that reflected in the application. All right, and of course you want that to make yourself competitive. Or I was actually talking with a friend of mine the other day. He is a fellow, and he was explaining from some of his experiences that in a lot of cases, you're not actually making yourself more competitive with application support. You're just leveling the playing field, because there are people who have professional, I'm a professional, aren't I? But like professional, like New York Times writers, which was his actually exact example, someone whose relative writes for the Times. There are lots of American medical graduates with those kind of resources, even doing what they feel they need to do by getting ghostwriters. So in not making yourself memorable, you're not giving yourself the best shot, and in a lot of cases, you're making yourself more competitive by getting support, but in other cases, you're just leveling the playing field. So that's the first reason that I created the Application Accelerator, so that you would have a chance to be equally competitive in this process, that you would actually stand a chance. The second reason for doing it actually is that even when people do somehow figure out how to be memorable in maybe one part of the application, how to have one part of their application stand out, it then becomes a struggle bus situation each time they get into a different aspect of the application. So what I mean by that is that the personal statement, to get from just ideas in your head to a polished final product, total struggle. Then to get the CV, to get everything together, it's done, but does this CV actually sell the results that you get when you're in a professional setting? Does it really sell what you have to offer to a program? That's also a struggle. How to request letters from people who will give you great letters, and how to guide them in a way so that they give you a great letter. Also a struggle. The MSPE, the Medical School Program Evaluation, that also is, I find a lot of times, highly underutilized. And then when you open the door to an interview, what are the interview responses like? So it's just like, as somebody who, to be honest, just somebody who does not care for inefficiency and things taking longer than they need to, I figured that I really needed to bring all the different parts of the application to bring the solution under one umbrella. because it really is one application, and there is no sense in having a new struggle, new 20-40 hour worth of struggle to complete every single application document. Totally unnecessary. Nobody has that kind of time. So that's the real background to how that came to be. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, well, we spoke about how comprehensive it was, is what it is about. Okay, and the first part of that is really important. The first part of the accelerator that we're going to be launching in January. So click the link below, which if you're watching right now, description will be there right at the end of this video. So click the link below to apply for a consultation. But the first thing that we'll do, you know, and you're going to sign up to get started in January, or to find out if it would be something that would work for you. We start in January. The first thing that we do is to work on strategy, because you and your best friend do not necessarily have the same application strategy. Even if you took all the same classes and have similar grades, you have very different experiences in your life. You probably have different grades, but even if your grades are similar, you have very different backgrounds, things that you're passionate about. You probably have different clinical experiences in your background. So it's very important that your strategy be personalized. That's why the Application Accelerator is a premium personalized service. You can't get the kind of support that you need from watching 100 videos where somebody is talking to 100 different people with 100 different backgrounds. So the first part of it is working on strategy, and that is especially as it concerns your strategy related to what your step scores are, what are your board scores, and as it concerns your background in US clinical experience, whether you've gotten that experience or whether you are yet to get it or open to it. You know, if you're not shooting your steps through the roof, that's probably a direction that you want to look in. And I'm really excited because the persons who will be delivering this are former clients, amazing former clients. One is moving on to a job after completing a chief residency, and one is heading to a Poem Crit fellowship. So they are going to be doing the strategy piece of the application. They are hand selected, excellent people, excellent tutors, mentors, all of that. And so they're going to be handling that part. The second part of the Application Accelerator is a step-by-step process led by me, proven process that I've been using for 6 years. And not to humble brag, but people tell me that I'm really good at breaking things down, which I am, because I don't like when things waste my time. So I don't waste people's time. It is step-by-step, it's broken down, and then we take on each aspect of your application with messaging that we've created. So we work on your personal statement, on your CV, on your letters of recommendation, on the MSPE, and we also do closer to October. So like once your application is in, then we get you ready for your interviews. So again, comprehensive, everything all under one umbrella. So who is this for? This is very important. This is for people who are committed to matching. And I'm serious in that, you know, everyone has their own path. And I was actually just talking with another friend who, if you're watching this broadcast, you'll get the sneak peek information that I'm working on a podcast. So I've been speaking with many friends and colleagues in residency recently. But I was talking with her today, you know, and she was talking in our interview actually about how there are many paths to success, not just one, right? So with this, I am not knocking anybody who has 2 or 3 backup plans, but the number one thing for people for whom this accelerator is a fit, the IMG Residency Match Application Accelerator, is that you are committed to matching. You are not thinking of getting a medical career, of getting another career, outside of medicine. Again, no problem if that really is, you know, someone's backup plan. But this is not for people who are thinking of heading into industry or just getting out of health and medicine altogether. It's not for you. It's really for people who are committed to matching in Match 2021. The other set of people whom this is not for is for people who are applying to 4, 5, 6 specialties, and you really don't care about which one you match into. You don't really have a preference. I find that the people who these services can best support are people who are very focused on matching into one particular specialty. And if for some reason they have other things that make them need to add on to, 3 specialties or so on, that they do that. Probably usually, like all the specialties are in primary care, or there is a more competitive one like surgery or radiology or something, and then internal medicine. So, people have 2 or 3, they're open, they're flexible, but not people who are literally checking the box on everything, and you're really not particular about where you match because your goal is just to be in the United States. Then the application accelerator is not for you. The other person who this is perfect for is for people who value results over everything else and you invest in yourself. What I mean by that is that to be in the application accelerator is a meaningful investment, and so it makes sense that the people who would value this and who this would be for are individuals who value matching, or you understand what it's like to get help, to get to your goals, to achieve your goals, and to get there faster, and to get there with less stress and less overwhelm, right? So those are the persons whom this is for. You are committed to the match. You have your eyes set on one particular specialty. That's sort of a dream. Even if you have, like another one in mind, or you have a backup, or, especially if it's like a combined program or something, that is your backup. And it's for people who value high quality support, and you are used to investing in yourself to get the kind of results that you need to secure your future. This is for you. All right, so what happens when you join? I had spoken about how first you're going to do the work on strategy with these really great IMGs, or actually at this point former IMG residents, moving on to even bigger and better things. And then we're taking a stab at your application. All right, so if this sounds like something that you are interested in, definitely click the link in the description below and apply for a free consultation. It costs you no money but time, which is ever so valuable. So you just go ahead and fill the application, and if we're a good fit, we'll get on a call so you can find out more about whether this is right for you. It is going to be open. Registration for the accelerator is going to be open until December 30. That's when we're going to run it too. So for those of you, actually, I know that there are a lot of people who, you might have started last year, but your steps took a bit longer than you wanted to, and so on. And so you're actually ready to go in January and you want to get it out of the way. This is definitely prime and ready for you. So if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. You can drop them in the comment section here. You can send them to me via Facebook here, or via Instagram, and let me know. And if it sounds like this is something that you want to help you in your match journey, to get there faster without the stress, without the overwhelm, to follow a proven process from someone who has done this to get the match results that you want, then I would love to meet you. So have a good rest of your weekend, and I will catch you on the next live. All right, take care. Bye.